Welcome to Pull the Pin Ready, War Room Edition. Back again as your host, Jim.
Still a co-host, Nate Dogg.
Nate, how you doing, Nate?
Good. How you been?
Oh, living the dream, living the
Haven't talked to
dream.
you in a couple of days.
Yes, it is so few and far in between, but life goes on, right?
That's it.
And just like this show will go on, and we know how this goes, right? We pull some headlines out of the news and we talk about them just like you do without any knowledge, whatever they say in the article, which probably switches and flips flops anyways while you read it. And that's what we do. But we're veterans, so we know a whole heck of a lot more, and we'll tell you what you should think too.
Yeah, because our opinions are always correct and
Right. Because
the
we're
best thing
right,
out
just
there.
like you. We are correct, just like you think you are, and you can't be wrong. In a serious note, though, Nate, that is the problem I see the most, I think, is that people just can't admit that they might be wrong. You know what I mean? Like, again, I bring it up every episode. Like the man on the street guys, there were people walking around saying, with signs like Trump ain't so bad, is he? And people literally couldn't just admit it. They couldn't just say, well, maybe he's not as bad as I thought he was. You know what I mean? They couldn't admit stuff like that. They just had to make stuff up. It's just crazy. I don't know. Why am I talking about Trump so much? I'm a Trump lover. That's why. Maybe it's that ultra MAGA slipping in me.
They didn't like him. That's their opinion. They don't have to like him.
Right. But that doesn't mean he can say he's not so bad. Right now, look at what's going on now.
Maybe he was bad to their feelings and their thought process, and Biden's bad to other people's feelings and thought processes.
Mm-hmm.
Just there's no compromise in the middle.
But at the end of the day, just like us, we could be wrong. I mean, we could be wrong on a lot of levels. I mean, well, we're probably not.
I doubt.
Right, we're probably not. But I mean, think about it. Like even it's so interesting. Like we were in the military and we saw the way things went or how things operated that the general civilian wouldn't know about, right? So for years, civilians, oh, I didn't know you did that in the Army. Oh, I didn't know the Army did that. Like just like the CIA's mission to go in all these countries and sabotaging their governments. You know what I mean? Like nobody knew that because they were hiding it well. But at the end of the day, somebody had to say, well, dang, I was wrong. But people aren't willing to do that anymore. They're not willing to think that they could be wrong. I could be wrong. I mean, Trump could be the mastermind behind all the global warming. I mean, he could be the one in his backyard, messing the ozone layer or something up. Like, I don't know. I could be wrong. Probably not, but I could be. So, with that said, we're going to get into some headlines that we're definitely right about.
Exactly.
You let me go on too long about this stuff.
Okay.
23 Republican AG. Maybe it's AGs.
Yeah, I was gonna say -S.
Yeah.
Attorney Generals.
Issue. Yeah. Okay. 23 Republican Attorney Generals issue warning to credit card giants planning to track firearm purchases.
What's the warning? What are they gonna do?
I don't know.
Not allow them to use credit cards in their state? I mean,
well, it's a possibility, right?
Well,
it's a possibility. I don't know what the alternative would be.
See, that's why I always use somebody else's credit card when I buy my firearms.
I know. I just go get it off the guy off the street over here. He don't ask for credit. He wants the dollar bills, Yeah. Well, but that's the argument too about the digital currency and all this stuff. I mean, I guess what scares me about this is the credit card companies. Like, I mean, this is, I think, what happens when you get too big to fail. Remember the whole too big to fail? We got to bail out the banks. We got to bail out the car industry. People are too big to fail. These credit card companies probably have no fear in the world because they know people are still going to use their products.
They're probably getting kickbacks too for reporting this stuff.
Right. And even if they don't use their products, people probably still owe them a lot of money.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, they're still going to get paid for 10 years, 20 years, 100 years, whatever. But it's just sad that these, these credit card companies, the politics of it. Like, since when is that in the agreement? You know what I mean? Oh, we agree to, lend you money, let you use our card as long as we track what you use so we can report it to other people. I mean, it might be in there.
I want to know how much cash back I get for buying firearms on my credit card.
No, you got to pay cash. Yeah, payback
You know,
cash.
you get cash back for groceries, cash back for gas.
Right.
Firearms aren't cheap. Cash back for firearms.
Get free ammunition. They send you a box of ammunition. That would be cool if this company was doing that.
Yeah, I'd use your credit card.
But it just goes to show you. I mean, like I kind of understand. This is the problem. Like there is so much corruption in this world. There's so many bad people doing bad things, or even good people doing things that are questionable. You know what I mean? Like it's just, how do you do this? Like, how do you just do this to people? Track their purchases like that? And I mean, I guess they probably tracked them anyway, right? So that's really the stupid part of all this. Every time I get a statement, every purchase is on there.
Well, you know what? And the smart thing that these um, firearm companies or firearm dealers can do is just put something else in the credit card receipt. Like it's don't call it a 9mm. Call it a whatever you want to call it.
Right, right,
Box of crackers,
right,
$947.
right. Well, and that's true because yeah, here I am thinking I'm not even. If I go back and reread this, I mean, dude, my credit card tells me every purchase I made, and it can even put them all in categories and tell me how much I'm spending. So that's
Oh
already
yeah,
happening.
yeah. You can
They're
call
just gonna
something
add.
else.
They're just gonna add a category called firearms.
And all you do, the ATF tracks it. I mean, you call every firearm sale is legal firearm sale. It's called into the ATF to do a background check on you. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
and honestly, I don't even care. I mean, I don't care if who knows I got guns. I mean, like I don't have any, obviously. Um,
that was
but I don't really
convincing.
care. I don't care until they show up at my door looking to take them.
Right? Yeah.
Put me on a list. Make a whole bunch of lists. I don't care. You know what I mean? Label me list. But once you start taking my freedoms away because I have something like that or I purchased something like that, then we got a problem. And then you know what like I said, what they don't realize is they're having this big domestic terrorism push, but they're intentionally creating domestic terrorisms when you take people's livelihoods away and their ability to feed their families. You're doing that to the people who own guns. What do you think is going to happen when you make a family man desperate? What do you think is going to happen?
You can be labeled a domestic terrorist because
Right. And you
the
better get them
government made them
all.
that. The government made them that.
Right. And you better get them all because they're going to come with a vengeance because you destroyed their life. You took their freedoms away.
And this government is investigating.
DOJ announces all these little 3-letter acronym garbage places. DOJ announces charges 47 in alleged 250 million feeding our future COVID fraud scheme. Well, here's a surprise, right?
You mean the COVID money was not being used for COVID stuff? You've got to be kidding me.
Dude, how many of these cases you think there are out there?
47. Oh, cases.
No, I
There's
think
40.
that's 47
There's
people in one case right there.
there's 47 cases right now. How many are still out there that haven't been caught? A lot more than that.
I mean, that's the people taking the opportunity people. That's not the corrupt politicians that are sending the money to their companies and all that stuff.
Those people will never get charged.
Right. They're not even going to get caught because they're the ones catching people.
Or announced.
Right. But
at least they're doing
this is no
something.
surprise.
I mean, at least they're doing
Are
something.
they? Are they? This must be one of Trump's allies or the My People guy. I don't know.
They charged 47 people.
Yeah, it's probably a company that voted for Trump or donated to Trump. Otherwise, it wouldn't do it.
Well, if it's still a fraud scheme, who cares who they voted
for?
I
agree. Well, I agree. They still need to be charged, but you just can't have selective justice. It's just that simple.
Oh yeah.
I'd rather because there is no justice if it's selective. That's not justice at all.
True. Who are they feeding though? Their kids? Their grandkids?
No, it's just probably the name of the company.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out who the future is.
They're feeding themselves, man. Yeah,
probably.
It was probably some 250 million. Come on.
It was a nonprofit organization.
I bet it was. And how you feel about nonprofit organizations?
People are making money. How are they nonprofit if people make money?
Yeah, it's an offshore bank account loophole kind of scheme. It's the same scheme, and they're not all like that. Obviously, I'm talking out my butt. They're not all like that. But the gist of nonprofits, you're in charge of the nonprofit. you pay yourself a salary. You're making a
Yeah.
salary.
Yeah.
So
You're profiting.
that's a profit, right? Well, it's not technically a profit because the company's not making any money, but you're paying a salary to yourself as an employee.
Yeah. So
It's
the
a
company's making
scam,
money.
and I
The
guarantee you, I'll
The
put up.
NFL's the
What's that?
NFL's a nonprofit organization. You know that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I guarantee you, I'll tell you right now, I bet you will not find a political person who doesn't have a nonprofit.
Oh, no. Oh, no
I
way.
guarantee you. I'm
Well,
willing to bet.
these 47 people got about an average of 5.3 million each. If it's they split 250 between them.
You did the math.
I know my calculator did.
Well, I'm glad they're doing something, but
here's some math for you.
U.S. southern border encounters with illegal aliens tops 2 million for first time ever.
2 million. That's a lot of math.
Yeah.
But there is no problem down there.
Yeah, there's no border.
Of those 2,050,000 went to Martha's Vineyard.
Right? Could you imagine? I mean, I wish they'd send 50,000, 500,000.
Yeah, right.
To Martha's Vineyard. I wish that's what they do. I wish they just flood the whole place. And then you say, because that's what those arrogant, pompous ass, rich, liberal people think. Oh, it's not a problem. Yeah, as long as I can go to Cancun in my private jet. I mean, it's ridiculous, dude. I'm so sick of these people. That's why people hate these elite people. Well, I say they hate them, but they don't really hate them.
They vote them
all. No, because they go out, watch their movies, they buy their music, they do all this. They support these morons. And then they yell at like the government or some other group, oh, you're the ones that no. It's the people you're making rich who could care less about you. And you're doing it. You're doing it.
The ones that care about the environment with their private jets are flying everywhere on.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And their border walls around their houses. And they're, illegals probably working in their houses. Illegals? Yeah, paying them 20 cents an hour. It's crazy, man. Crazy, these people. Anyways, this next one ties right into this too.
But what is it? That's 20 million since when? For life, or 20 million this year, 20 million this month? You know what I mean? Oh, I'm sorry, 2 million.
2 million. Don't go crazy now.
Yeah, well, it'll get 20 million sooner or later, but still, 20 million for how long? Granted, 20 million too many, but you know what I'm saying?
2 million.
But I like 20 million better for some odd reason.
Embellish, exaggerate for effect.
Well, it's probably one of these people.
Yeah. Well, this is what they said. Look, DHS says this. DHS, Department of Homeland Security. Violent Venezuelan criminals released from prison are joining illegal immigrant caravans. Now, these are the same 3-letter alphabet people, all in the DOJ, DOD. They're all in the same little office, and they're telling you right here. These are the ones we should send to Martha's Vineyard.
Maybe they were.
Those are the ones we should send, because they'll find a way to make this an issue. They'll find a way to make these people pay attention.
Well, they've served. I mean, they were released from prison. They served their time. They're rehabilitated, Jim.
Yeah, of course, and they're perfect for the land of opportunity, right?
Yeah,
they're not illegal. They're not.
And Martha's Vineyard.
Illegal. Nobody's illegal. I mean, no person is illegal, right? They're immigrants.
No person is illegally born. I don't know. Maybe the people are illegally born. I don't know.
No, that's what their signs say. No person is illegal. No person is illegal. And I kind of agree with that, right? No person is illegal, but people are immigrants. And if they're immigrants, they can be here legally or illegally. So they're illegal immigrants. They're not illegal persons. Nobody called them illegal persons. You moron, fix your signs. Nobody said illegal persons. They're illegal immigrants. So that's not a person. That's the act of the person. Stupid. They're just stupid.
They always try to use a play on words to try and flip the script. That's great.
I told you, that's what I said. It's these same people. And like I said, they're not bad people. I get their intentions. I understand what they're saying. I brought up the whole love is love thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, love is love until some 30-year-old man falls in love with your 6-year-old daughter, and then what? Oh, I got a problem with that. Well, what do you mean? Isn't love love? What are you talking about? You see what I'm saying? So love isn't love. So stop your nonsense. Stop your BS garbage. You just want to put this little virtue. I'm virtuous. And I started to say it the last episode, you cut me off because I saw it again. These same people with their stupid virtual signal signs are intolerant of people. If you're a Jehovah Witness and you come to their door, they're going to give you business. It's that simple because they are intolerant. But they put these things out. They're only tolerant of the people or the ideas that they like. They're not tolerant people.
They're tolerant to get voted back in.
That's it. They're hypocrites. And it's just, I mean, we're all hypocrites. I'm not going to lie. I'm a hypocrite too. In many ways, we're all hypocrites. We all say that, oh, you should eat healthy. And then we go stuff, junk food in our mouths.
Junk food tastes so good though.
I know, right? I know. This sugar diet's not working for me.
Would you call yourself a sugar daddy?
Sugar diet. But you can call me sugar daddy if you want, but I'm a daddy without the money. Hey, and let me say this too. Let me just say this too. It's really embarrassing. But my daughter took a picture of her and me or something. She posted on one of her social media sites, and she said that there were gay dudes calling me a DILF. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, is this a real thing? I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I'm partly honored, but I just, I don't go that way. But hey, maybe for the right price.
Glad I still look good for my age.
Yeah, right. That's what I said. I'll take it as a compliment. $20 is $20. You know what I mean? Like what?
It was only gay dudes. It wasn't none of her girlfriends thought you were adults. Just gay dudes.
I don't think they would say that even if they thought it. That would be really awkward. But I guess the other ones have a little more. Anyways, I'm not talking about this, dude. This is ridiculous.
You know what DILF is, right?
Yeah, just the opposite of a MILF.
No, damn, I love freedom.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, well, definitely, that's me. I love freedom.
See,
I love freedom. That's it. Right. Anyways, we're gonna be free from this episode because this just got really awkward.
And MILF is man, I love freedom. So whichever way you go, we good to go. Freedom.
Yes, it's all about freedom. I love it. And
I love to end this episode right now.
I am definitely ending this. Thanks, Nate. Thank you all. Get involved. Find the website, do something with it, get involved, whatever. All right, yeah. Till then, Godspeed.
And DILF, pull the pin already. Boom.
Thanks for joining us here. Pull the pin already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.